ist doch ultra scheiße.
Hello and welcome to Amateur Hour. Needed to relearn how everything works. No, not really, but at least I checked the cameras before I started the whole streaming setup. But yeah, welcome everyone. Thanks for joining again. Has been a while, I think, over a month. I don't remember, but quite some time. Yeah, so hello. Hi, you're welcome. Yeah, glad to see you. Long time no see. CCSS, my man. Welcome, welcome. Don G. Wrong day. Yeah, I know it's the wrong day. That's why we have the wrong shirt. Yeah, I thought I stick to it. Yeah, long hair. I know. I've been this side. Yeah, I've been growing it out. I have made a little bit adjustment, but it's good, you know. Before I lose all the hair, gotta get some long hair magic in. Let me adjust the camera. Yeah. I had some calls, some webcam calls, so I moved it a little bit around. But yeah, Kompochik, hey, how you doing? Cool, man. Yeah, glad to see everyone here. Yeah, also painting stream finally again. Yeah, I haven't painted since. I think I said it last stream. Last time I painted was right before the Hamburg Taktika event, which was about end of February. Was it? Yeah. So it's been a while, but I painted a little bit, so I'm gonna show some cool miniatures hopefully. Also, I realized that today, at least in Germany, I think most of Europe is public holiday, bank holiday. So yeah, I think it's a good day. So yeah, I already heard what you guys painting, what you're doing, what are the projects. Hayo is starting a Bundeswehr forklifter. That's really interesting. Very cool. Niche thing. Yeah, I actually have to Bundeswehr forklift. Yeah, maybe you can see something. Image. Probably this one. Let me switch the camera. So, Sierra, moin, Sierra, how you doing? Missed you there. I didn't have the chat open. Yeah, willkommen here. So I guess Hayo, it's this one, right? That's actually a really cool one. I like this kit here with the probably broken down T3. Yeah, it's very nice, very niche, very cool. Yeah. Airsoft season started, so I haven't touched miniatures for a while. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I actually need to get my airsoft stuff also sorted out so I can sell it off. Yeah. I think my airsoft career is over. Yeah. First of all, I'm not in a condition to do any airsofting, just like fitness-wise. And also all my friends, and I have nobody to play with, and I'm not in the mood. Is maybe wrong said, but like not vibing much for airsoft. Yeah, so it's a good time to sell all this stuff. Yeah, because I have like full cupboard with. I mean, most of the clothes I will keep because they're very good going outdoors. But like all airsoft guns and so on, I can just shoot away. But very cool. You're doing. I'm not in shape too, yeah. But at least you're trying, yeah, that's good. I'm taking it as an excuse for sure, yeah. Yeah. Sierra just arrived at home, spent the whole day at the Baltic Sea. Oh, nice, that's actually cool. Baltic Sea. Which means Ostsee, right? I guess. Very cool, yeah. Weather is probably really nice, at least here it was nice, yeah. Didn't leave the house yet today, yeah. Yeah, Hayo FUG 2.5 tons. Yeah, exactly. This one I just showed in resin. Oh, cool. Resin kit. Yeah, I have like my Ostsee. Yeah, exactly. I'm really motivated to paint stuff. Do projects. I have so much stuff I want to do. Yeah, but at the time when to do it, it's really difficult. It will be even more difficult in the future. But yeah, long story short, everything is good. Yeah, I did a lot of work on the shop side. Yeah, I started the sale, which you guys probably seen. I'm just gonna talk briefly about it. So we get straight into the painting. But the late spring skirmish sale, yeah, is on. I made some really cool pictures like this one. I like this really a lot. Yeah, so I have a few new products which are pretty cool. I have few new DOPSEC special ones, which I actually want to show you really way nicer pictures. Let me check. this one at least with some advertising. Yeah, so those are the new Black Atlas Consulting. Yeah, my creative PMCs. Yeah, I did. I think on what is today? Thursday. On Monday, I did some pictures, including this one, which was a lot of fun. And this is also the ones which I use on the Hamburg Taktika. Yeah, so just briefly, I'm gonna show them off actually how I painted them. Did a little bit more skimpy paint job because I really ran out of time. CCSS gotta go. All right, man. See you hopefully later, or at least in the VODs if you're watching them. But yeah, thanks for showing up, man. Take care. Yeah, Sierra, not a single cloud the whole day, 25 degrees Celsius. Awesome, that's really cool. Really nice. Nice. Yeah, I would really like to. I think I will definitely next week, if the weather is great, I will do a hangout on the balcony with reading a book or something. This would be awesome. Really, really missing. I also need to get in some vitamin D on the skin. Yeah. I put a photo up my Stalker Merc loadout in the Discord. I will check it out in a second. Yeah, very nice. Thanks for sharing. So yeah, I've just, as usual, new sale means new products. We got a lot of insertions from Common Octopus and from In-Country. A lot of general Echo Dark Studio miniatures. The Dopsex ones. Also the ones which we painted the other day and also made now here a little separation so it's easier to navigate. So if you remember, we painted this, I think in January, this guy. Now available. And I have a bunch of new terrain. The renders turned out a little bit shitty. But if you need more Middle Eastern stuff, this will be also now in 20mm, and I will probably put them up in 50mm at a later point. Yeah, oh, those I really like those one here. From Comet Octopus with G36 insertions. So cool. Very nice. Yeah, so long story short, that's out of the way. The Blackout bundles are back, which if you need any bigger projects, good discounts here. And yeah, that's all for the for the plugs in this way. Let me check the other stuff. Yeah, the digital store is not fully ready yet, but you can get the rules if you have known. I'm actually working right now still on the further scenarios of my rules, so you can play this little mini campaign and learn the game. And I actually been working on updating the rules to add the stuff which was a little bit unclear and adding some more pictures. So let me grab the Discord off topic. Ooh, nice. Yeah, man, awesome. Mercenaries, very cool. It's really nice. Good old ASL. Also, pretty dope picture with the I guess it's like. Is it rain or is it snow? It seems more like snow. Plus it seems like it's staying on. Yeah. Awesome. Really cool. Yeah. Very, very nice. Makes me really want to paint some Tommy Castleton. Hey, Chieftain. Yeah. Welcome, man. Welcome to the show. I'm glad that you joined. Yeah. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. But really cool picture. Yeah. This is something I always wanted to do. Is participate in one of those Stalker specific milsim games for Airsoft, but there were only one in northern Germany, and I think in Poland they had the big one, and we never managed to attend any of those games. But this would be cool with more roleplay things. Yeah, I like this a lot. I don't know, maybe in the future, who knows, who knows. But yeah, awesome, great shot. Yeah, awesome picture. It was snowing in the morning. Yeah, nice. Yeah, really cool. Very atmospheric and great gear. Yeah, really cool. Nice. So I don't know what else to talk. Nothing. Yeah, painting. I didn't prepare so well the stream. But yeah, I prepared the mini and this is what we're gonna do. Actually, we can head over to the painting table and I can show the little miniatures. Yeah, which I painted already. Yes, yes. Sierra on the beach. Yeah, I did wash my wet palette, so I forgot to turn on the lights here. And yeah, we just need to swap the paper in a moment. So we're gonna paint this little fella here, which is a really cool one. I like both of them. The other one is, let's see here. Yeah. Oh, let me adjust the camera. Yeah, so those are the two goons. Very cool, very generic, and I think it's kind of hard to find miniatures which have no, you know, chest rig or any gear, but have like proper guns or rifles. So I like those a lot. They're like super generic. You can paint them up. Again, more military for like paramilitary unit, or just like generic as like your bank robbers, or give them some military gear. Then it could work like rebels or militia. Yeah, so I think they are really cool. And I have a cup of full grass. Yeah, gonna roll up some with the wet palette. No, it's some flock actually. Yeah, this is some flock. When I have various colors, and then when I mix it, I use the mix and put it in this cup. So we have various sizes here. It's the what's called Woodland Scenics stuff, which is really great. Yeah, and I need to flock my what's it called, the sheet metal fences. I'm still missing the flock on the edge. I can grab them and show them as well in a moment. Maybe we can flock them even. Yeah? I have it done already. So yeah, but it's a cool set, and I just saw that this month release from Black Hill Games very similar. He made some urban guerrilla, which was kind of inspired by the Irish rebels thing. I'm not so well read into this stuff. Yeah, oh Sarah, you ask, are you streaming regularly again now? I need to get things sorted on here first and probably be heading to bed soon. Regular, maybe in bi-weekly, but I haven't talked about it because it's nothing really set in stone yet. But I will return into working position. Yeah, so I need to make money to sustain our lives. So it will be a full-time position, sadly. I didn't manage to find anything which is just part-time, but it's okay. The good thing is I can work from home, so at least I save a lot of time with driving, because usually where I live a little bit more on the outskirts, it's usually an hour or something to get to the bigger cities. So I have to wait until, and I will start mid-May. I have to wait what the week schedule is, if I'm gonna work from Monday to Friday or if it's gonna be Tuesday to Sunday. And depending on this, and it's a late shift, so depending on this we will have the new streaming schedule up. So for now I'm not sure. If I can, I would like to keep the Thursday, because I think it's a good date. But stay tuned for this. I definitely want to do 2 streams again per month, bi-weekly, also to get myself some stuff done. Yeah, like I said, no stream, then I'm not really doing anything as well. Yeah, thank you, Hayo, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, it would be really cool. Yeah, this is going back to my older profession as a logistics manager, but is a more niche specific type of job where it's just a part which I'm also at least very interested in. So I think it would be really cool. Yeah, so definitely excited for it. Yeah, but like with everything, you know, time gets shifted, but we will definitely keep up the streams. Just like I said, depends which day. Yeah, yes sir, I will keep you updated on the channels. Yeah, I hope it not only pays the rent, but will also spark some joy. Yeah, thank you. I think yes. It's a fantastic team. It's a company I have worked with for a long time, so I know most of them, at least from phone and email. And really great guys. Yeah, so I'm really excited for these. Yeah, and also it's late shift, so I can keep my schedule on. Yeah, I think it will be great. Yeah, I will update you when it's time. But yes, streams. So new set from Black Hill Games. We can actually check them out in a second as well. They fit very well in, and I like those. And I have actually on my table, which we used on the Hamburg Taktika, a new game planned, because in September we'll be in Rhein-Main. It's a small convention meetup, tabletop, where we'll have again demo games for the dynamic infantry game with a different scenario. And I need a bunch of criminals. That's why we're gonna paint up one today. But before we're gonna do this, and here I have already prepared the other criminals. Those not so much, but those for sure. Gonna have a look here at the Black Atlas guys. At least the one I painted up already a little bit. Yeah. We can discuss it via Discord next days. Maybe I got some stuff for you. Oh, awesome. Yeah. I hit you up on Discord. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. So I have painted up 8 guys from 12, which I think also have based the other ones, because I really did this like 3 days before the convention started. So, and that's also why they are not as mint with the highlight as I did the other guys. But this is also what I realized again with playing games. If you're on this 1 meter distance to the figures, this is really more than enough, especially having a lot of people handle them. And this is also a very good showcase with... I need another magnet thing. Let's take this one. With me only using the AK Ultramodern varnish once, which is not that perfect in concealing it. Because as you can see on this guy here, this is a little bit leader character. Yeah, you see already some paint is going away from the head from touching the mini. Yeah, so it really makes sense if you have used a regular varnish, gloss varnish, and then use the AK Ultramodern over it. Because we ran like, was it 15 games, 16 games? Yeah, with 2 players, and then obviously setting it up in 2 days. Yeah, but yeah, and also you see I didn't do any highlights. I highlighted the black stuff because this I think makes most sense, as well as the gun. But yeah, he didn't even got some nice sunglasses. But we assumed they're playing in the dark, so it's not much reflection for the scenario. But yeah, this is the leader character, which I found really nice, and I think he comes with this LMG guy here, which I liked a lot. And they're very inspired by the 13 Hours of Benghazi movie, a little bit, you know, more casual gear, but very decked out plate carriers and guns, all running suppressors, besides the LMG, but he's also the guy with having active hearing protection. Obviously, we need Adidas shoes somewhere. Yeah. They all have black vests to make them visually distinguishable from the Russian ones, which were those, which we're gonna show in a moment. We have those. I like those a lot. Yeah, those are my like lore-wise ex-Navy SEALs. They're a little bit more buff, and they all have HK 416Ds, I think. With more shenanigans on it, and like heavy loaded with grenades and everything. Yeah, those are very cool. But yeah, you see, like here I highlighted a little bit the pants, but not much his shirt. Yeah, really trying the best and adjusting. Also, I didn't do the bases, as you can see. I just painted them gray and throw on some wash, which I actually did. And if you remember last stream, I told us, or the previous stream, the day before the doors opened, sitting at our presentation table. Yeah. Yeah. Then we have those two are the breachers, which I think are really cool. Not so many blonde guys. I thought this guy looks pretty cool. He also got the classic shotgun in the back, and they have like, I mean, obviously you can imagine anything in their pouches, but they have breaching charges. I think I called it even EOM team, explosive. What was it? Explosive opening measures or something. I already forgot. Those were a lot of fun, a lot of work. Yeah, I mean, digitally kit bashing, obviously, but finding the parts that I'm happy with. And like giving them not the classic balaclava faces, which I do offer. Yeah, if you don't like the blank heads, I have some more tactical helmets included. But I like them to give them more character. This is also what I think shines if you have 28mm or bigger miniatures, that you can really give them their distinct own feel and look. This is why I really like this scale for most of the stuff. Yeah, those are individual ones. They're not teamed together. This is the team leader. He has also a more bigger radio. Yeah, the jeans just looks really nice. I like this a lot. Again, I skimmed on the sunglasses. Yeah, here's another guy, which has Mark 18, I think. Yeah. I forgot, I wanted to paint some patch on it, but yeah, like I said, I really was in a hurry. But yeah, thank you, Hayo. I appreciate it. A lot of fun. I'm super proud of them, and I have now finally some Western operators, which worked really well for the Magna guys, which I'm gonna show now. So we painted this guy on the stream. Hayo, and I do like the look of them. I always thought you don't need that much of highlighting. Yeah, it's just like this guy here, for example, which we did our usual on the stream with massive highlighting. Very good for taking pictures, you know, if you're up close. But if you're gonna play them, or even if you have pictures more a little bit farther away, I think it doesn't really make much of a difference. So this is where what I always say is like, you really have to, I mean, you don't have to, but paint the way you first of all are comfortable with, or you want to paint them. And secondly, the balance with the time, what I said, I think previous times already, that for me, I do only one highlight, because doing more highlights, which definitely looks better, is not worth the time for the factual use that I use them for playing. Yeah. So, but yeah, if you just, yeah, this one for example is rather similar. From further away, they look quite the same. Yeah. So for play, not much difference. But if you look very, very close, you definitely can see that this guy looks way more detailed with all the camouflage, obviously, as well, but more highlights. Yeah. But yeah, that's good enough. I will definitely paint over the sunglasses again, I think. And I wanted to give them all flannel shirts, actually. To give them the classic contractor vibe. Yeah, but like I said, I didn't do it. I will probably, I don't know, I wanted, but I will not do it very soon, maybe. But yeah, this guy we painted January stream, and this is his more sloppy friend. As you can already see on the Adidas stripe, I did really rush it a little bit, but still very cool. And people like the Adidas stripes a lot, so this was a lot of cool feedback, yeah, from the players. Yeah, I need another magnet holder. Yeah, so here we go. Yeah, so those are the two QRF Vardiak dudes. Yeah, you see, I didn't even put the red on the red dot. Then I have painted the leader characters, which are really cool. And here I gave them a little bit more, because I definitely wanted to give them the multicam camouflage stuff. a little bit to make them more visually distinctive from the other team, which I think helps a lot in playing a game, especially for demo games where the people just come for like an hour on your table, and if they can figure out which figures are there, is really cool. Oh, Putan, my friend, guten Abend. Thank you very much. I appreciate for the sub. Thank you very much, my friend. Yeah, hope you're doing good. Been following you on Twitter. You've been very busy with playing, which is really cool. Yeah. So those are really nice. I like them a lot. Obviously. Putan, how is business doing after Tactica? I would say definitely good. Yeah, it was. I have tons and tons of downloads of the games, which made me really happy. I mean, obviously, if they are for free, then why not? If it's for free, I'm gonna grab it. I think I have globally over 350 downloads of the rules, which is cool, really nice. Also of the scenario, the scenario I made. And business-wise, I have a lot of new customers. Yeah, I usually have my regulars, which order one every 1 to 3 months, which is really cool. And I appreciate if you're one of the regular guys. Yeah, thank you very much. But I have a lot of new customers, and also a lot of people from other countries, which is interesting. Yeah, Netherlands. I had a few more customers, also from Poland, for example. Yeah, it's cool. It's definitely helped a lot in getting more visibility, which is really cool. Yeah. So, and I will definitely, even with the full-time job, I will not abandon the shop or anything. It will go still the same as usual. The only thing I will do is like slow down the releases, because obviously with time, this will be the only negative outcome. But again, I have to see how the time goes, how tired I am. If I don't have to drive anywhere and I can stay at home, then maybe I have more energy after work to attend stuff. And I have lots of projects, yeah. And since I have a little bit more than 2 weeks now, I can finish my other projects I'm working on. So this will be cool, yeah. I need MP5 SDs. I know. I asked my buddy already. I asked him again. Maybe he can find some time. But I also need them. I have some ideas for some projects. Yeah. Here's some other more of the normal Magna PMC dudes I made. Here I gave him also again a little bit multicam sloppy stripes, which are good enough from distance. But and people like those also really a lot, like I said. Those are really nice. And I like the drum mechs, big AK-104 with drum mech. Definitely cool. Yeah, we got here an LMG. And I was really surprised. Yeah, I was kind of skeptic about the barrels with bipods surviving the games. Yeah, but no problems. Yeah, only a little bit bent, but this is from the storage. I have them in a box where they were a little bit cramped. But this works. And also the other guy, yeah, who also has bipods, survived. So this, I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy with it. And the breacher guy, which also has a different shotgun on it. Yeah, and you can see they're all very green vibing in the comparison to those, like I said. Yeah, so this is all what I painted up in a rush. And I painted even more, actually. I painted a shit load of cars. Really, I have them here. I maybe have them in the other room, which I can grab so we can do the proper show and tell. But let me put them up here in this little array. Yeah, which is really cool. Painting. Oh, I was so exhausted. I think I painted one day 16 hours and then slept for 6-7 hours. And then I did finish them, didn't do the bases, take the gray with me. And the vehicles I did the other day. And vehicles are super important because they really added to the hold on, 60 seconds ASMR. Are you sure you want to have the ASMR? Yeah. Yeah. I will. I'm gagging already. I will take a sip now only for the done. Yeah. Caught me off guard here, my friend. This was a Brazilian 60 seconds for you. I have. Did I put the cars? I just had them here the other day. Let me grab them quick. Also the fences. Yeah, I know, the messy. So much stuff. It's either whispering or bathtub streaming. I do the bathtub streaming when it's hot. I have a cut up IBC container, which is like this 1,000-liter container, which I made a little redneck whirlpool. So maybe if it's getting hotter, we do the streams, yeah? Yeah, I will probably need a 20-foot container going to order soon. It's for the folk. Yeah, absolutely. Very cool. Do I have one on hand? So I can show it you. Maybe I have one. I printed some new ones just for showcasing. Make nicer pictures. Because it's my task for next week if I manage. All the stuff which I have painted up, I will make very nice pictures. And then we get finally in the store more painted stuff and not only the 3D renders. Yeah, so this one we painted on stream. This one you already know. Side. So I painted this one, yeah, a long time on my bench. Also will be coming soon in the store. Yeah, this was a failed print, very old one, but it looks kind of cool with bumped up. This was the objective vehicle for the Russians. They had to bring the HVT to this vehicle, and also you can see it being a little bit sloppy, but was more than enough. Better than not painted. Also no number plate. We painted the other ones you already know. I painted another of those vents up. With some yellow, but you can see really I did extremely quick, and it's like a lot of cars. I have like here full boxes, but I like those vans a lot, and I have still some more primed and want to make some taxis, cabs, which are very typical for Cairo and all the stuff. Cool party bus, yeah, definitely for your games. Yeah, probably will be very nice to use. I painted up all the little pickup trucks, which were really cool. And like I said, it's really not that clean. You can see in front just with the silver, but it's enough. Yeah, nobody was looking like checking it up and for filling up the table. This was excellent. Yeah, here a lot of tiny little errors, and even here painting this up. So yeah, being picky about it is just really just how you are comfortable yourself. I painted one more of the old Mercedes W123 123, also very skimpy, but I did give him a little chrome lining. Yeah, classic cap color. Yeah, lurking. Yeah, here I painted some destroyed one up, and also just some dirty dry brushing to give it a more burned out rusted look. Those are from Kraken Studios actually. I don't have a license selling them, but they're very cool. They're very nice vehicles. This one I painted up. Also more dirty. This is some, oh, I don't know, some, I think even 3D scanned vehicle, which I just tried to print, which kind of worked a long time ago. This one, old one, another one, which is the school bus, the African school bus, with the rubbed out school. I like those vans a lot, yeah. The high ace one, another pickup. Zoom out a little bit. And it's really a lot of build vehicles. Here another pickup, different back. I don't remember, I think I placed some stuff here. Yeah, this one is older. The good old Corolla. Another pickup, with a cover on the back. And those will also come all in the store. Maybe soonish, maybe end of month, not sure. I have this one, which is also, I think Fiat 126, not sure. This was really fun to paint. Also from Windham. This one's actually cool. This one is from Modern Miniatures. Which is a cool one. Very niche, this truck. Fitted very well. Typical color, and you see extremely sloppy painting this up. But it just gives a more dirty vibe, I think. Yeah. And I thought I have more, but I think they are... they're in the downstairs, yeah. So I made more cars. So I think I painted over 23 cars. And some scatter bits, which I will show also. And it's all within like 3 days, yeah, which is really crazy, yeah. Saracen car from Les Visiteurs movies. Oh, is it? Yeah, this one, the Fiat. Yeah, nice. I like this. It's really cool. It fits very well into this Middle Eastern type location. So just need to make some space. Yeah, I had prepared one of those Kamaz trucks and primed it already and removed all the military things by just clipping it off, and also the air filter, to have some bigger trucks on the field, but I really didn't manage to paint this one up. So this one, I don't know, maybe we do in another stream, or I just do it off stream. Yeah, this way. I think. Yeah, not sure, but it's, you can remove the back. Yeah, probably the other way around. But those are really cool. I like those a lot, and you see them a lot in Middle Eastern or African countries. I dropped it already once. I'm not sure, but those I have two prepared. So what else did I paint up? Show and tell. This one I actually painted up after the event, after the thing. I had here some bits. I think this is from Urban Scatter Gaming. Really nice. Just painting it up a little bit. Urban Scatter Gaming. Some fuel tanks. Some wooden planks, which always is great for having next to construction site and buildings. Here also some pallets with some bricks, also a little bit sloppy. Little cement bag stack. And those are actually designs from a friend of mine, which I will also offer on the store. This were the first test prints, they even failed here a little bit, but it's still good enough for me to paint up, you know. So I tried to paint them up a little bit, and I tried actually the new varnish, which is really good, but have to be a little bit careful with shaking it too much, because the bubbles will dry like this. But yeah, still it's good enough for scallop. lastly. Doji Major, good evening there. I'm glad to catch you live, even though I thought I have time to stay for long. Your order arrived, everything. Didn't have time to check because of work responsibilities, but so far looks awesome as always. Thank you, man. I appreciate it very much. Looking forward to seeing this. And thanks for the KSK, guys. They are my watch list and for sure will be ordered. Yeah, I thought because you ordered directly, I think a day or two before the sale started. And I felt a little bit bad, as usual. So I thought I'd throw you the KSK for your Fallschirmjäger order in it. So yeah, glad that it hit the spot. Yeah, thank you, man. Dankeschön. Yeah, hi, I'm gonna grab the container in a bit. Yeah, and those are the fences. I really don't remember if I showed them before, but those are all scratch builds. And I had them finished painting, and that's actually where this flock comes in, because I wanted to add some here. Have four straights of various size, and I will also be using them for the next game to modify my table a little bit. Yeah, those are really decent, nice, good, classic. And I wanted actually to do a tutorial how I made them, because like I said, they're scratch built. The corners super rusty and dirty. Could probably use for 40k with orcs as well. Yeah. I have already here prepared the parts which I used. Last corner, yeah, that's all I have. So what I used to have a big roll of corrugated paper. It's just paper you can buy in a craft store. And I just cut up same size, different size, but same size pieces. And then this is a very old failed 3D print, which was the bottom part of a dog. And I just cut it in the middle, and then this is more or less what I used here. Yeah, but we will use probably some chopsticks or anything else for the tutorial, which is kind of similar. Yeah, and then the base are some also 3D printed parts, which on my older printer I had to print everything which is bigger on rafts. So you kind of print one plastic layer on the bottom, and then you print on top of it. And this helps with the older printer I had, that the corners would not curl up due to them cooling down. And I had always those pieces left, and they're like 2mm thick. And I saved them up, and they're like perfect for doing projects like this. Yeah, just cut them with the scissors in the size you need, and I have a drawer full with this. So yeah, those will be really cool. And I will definitely do a tutorial, which will be a little video in the future. Also the game rules videos, I have a few of them recorded, but like I said, I still need the time to edit, which again, overestimated as usual, everything. But yeah, those fences are cool, and they will work probably for anything from Middle Eastern to Apocalypse to anything, and this is super easy. And this roll, which I have actually here. It's like one big roll of corrugated paper. 50 by 70 centimeters. I don't have the price anymore, but I think it was something like €3. And as you can see, that's literally everything I used so far. Just this little square, so I can make a gazillion of floors. Also very good if you wanna have you have buildings which are maybe more medieval style or fantasy style, and you wanna like wooden shacks or like those forest huts. Cut up some of the stuff, make corrugated roofing, and they look absolutely modern already. Or any MDF buildings where you have just like flat lasered in engraved roof, giving them with this paper stuff, and it's like super cheap. One of the essentials. But yeah, I just want to show a little bit. Yeah, you're very welcome, Doji Major. Interesting fence idea. I might need to build some as well. Yeah, it's absolutely super easy, yeah. Like I said, highly recommend. And the cool thing with the paper is, as you can see, you can just crankle it around or poke holes in, and then they look like very organic. Yeah. Obviously, the backside is not that nice, but it's perfect. Yeah. Only thing I did not so well is you know, you have this little gap if you place them together. This is something I forgot about, but that's okay. Good enough. Thanks for your dedication to the Modern Warfare stuff. Thank you very much. Yeah, you're very welcome. This is, yeah, like I said, a long time ago when I started out, there was nothing really in terms for this Ultramodern stuff besides a lot of blogs, but on YouTube there was nothing. And when I started out with painting and all, I struggled so much in getting enough confidence to start painting actually. With watching mostly Warhammer or historical videos, I always said at some certain point that if I have the time, I want to give this back for the community, because this is what I like and is my highest focus within the tablet. I also like a lot of the World War II, World War I things, but this is what I play most, so this is the thing. Yeah, so very welcome and thank you very much. Put down, out of curiosity, do you celebrate Walpurgisnacht in Bavaria, or is it just Saxons and US and us? Walpurgisnacht, we do have, I think it's the one in February, I'm actually not sure. I think everyone in Germany celebrates it, but Bavaria, I think, and Saxons, they are very more traditional with those type of things. So I think they celebrate a little bit more. I actually have to check Walpurgisnacht. Maybe someone in the chats know it a little bit better. Yeah. Doji, when I built the walls for my main stuff, I cut the base a bit shorter to minimize the gaps between the sections. Yeah, this is actually smart. Yeah, I was just doing them and then realizing. I think I could still maybe, you know, cut the base a little bit, but then I would need to repaint it. So for now, it's okay. Learn from it, learn from my mistake, and then I make the next one better. Yeah. Smart. So let me remove all the stuff again. You know, the dream house of a guy is like a warehouse where we have one room where your bed and kitchen is, and then you have a big hobby room. Yeah, that's what I need. The container actually. Yeah, let me grab the container. Hold on. I've actually here a huge box of test prints from various stuff. Where also the containers are in. So those are one of the new buildings, those Mina buildings, which I have on offer, which I all test printed. They work really good. Here a little bit is stuff in the middle, but it's because I printed them all with supports, so it's like an added material where you have usually an overhang like you have here to avoid that it hangs over. Yeah, and I didn't see that it's all inside the stuff, and it's like a pain to remove them, so I can actually print this without the supports, which will make it look way cleaner. Yeah, you can still see all the dirt in between, but that's why I tested. Yeah, I need to make sure that they look good before I can throw them in the store. But this is pretty cool. Cool little building. And I think also with the paint job you can definitely use this for probably also South America, favela or anything. If you don't make red bricks, then they will look more favela-ish. I think they're very nice. I have to dig through the crate quick to find the stuff. Yeah, here's another one from this one. Same, also used support stuff here, which kind of sucked. Yeah, so I'm gonna print it without the supports. But very nice with the bricks. Not a big fan of the architectural logic here, but there's always something to complain. Yeah. Doji Major said I need to leave already. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Good night, everyone. Yeah, take care. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Catch you in the next one or on Discord. Yeah, so there's this little parking spot, closed walled-in parking area, which is really cool actually. Now I put the vehicles away, but yeah, this is on the side of the house. It's very nice, and I'm just so happy. The printer is so awesome. The quality is just legit. Yeah. Free printer. So I think here we have the containers. I think those are 15 millimeters. Yeah, 100 scale. And here we have the 20 millimeter scale containers, 40 feet and 20 feet. I actually show them individually. And I designed them this way that they are not 100% realistic, because realistically the containers get connected by those knobs, yeah. So you have them in the bottom and you have them in the top, and they both stack on each other, and then they put a pin through it so they get connected. But since they wouldn't really stack for the gaming purpose, I reduced the front a little bit so that we have those little ASMR. The little, thank you very much, Pozan, I appreciate it. Have the little knobs here which help them to lock them a little bit in, yeah. So this was the little design change, yeah. And a 40-foot container, which I think always is missing. As someone who works in logistics, yeah, they're very cool, very nice. Yeah, 20 millimeter, 50 millimeter. Also 6 millimeter and smaller is possible, but this is resin printed, yeah. And this is filament printed. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, I hope this helps you. If not, write me a DM. I can also send you some pictures. Yeah, since I have to create, we check the order. Yeah, okay, 10 minutes. I'll do the showcase. I have here from my buddy Urban Scatter Gaming the little US crack house, which I printed, which is really cool. It has a little fundament, which is nice, with the porch roof with some nice details here, which is really cool. And then the interior, yeah, this is the front stuff. It has a little kitchen, which is awesome. I like this a lot. With the kitchen shelf. And this side, yeah, with the sink. Or I don't know which corner it is, maybe this one. And also has little pieces, so if you wanna board up the windows. Yeah, so this is printed, and obviously I knew this will print great, yeah, because Simon from Urban Scatter Gaming, he's just excellent, yeah. Oh, I didn't even saw this, a little lighting on the entrance door. So soon, yeah, end of month maybe, end of May. Yeah, where's the holes? Yeah. Nice little building. Very cool also for like raiding missions, which I like. Great. So, here we have another little ruin from the Middle Eastern thing, which is also really cool. Yeah, again, you see those supports is just really painful because they need to pop them off. But like I said, I try to print them with the supports always, and then I see how well they get. Well, I can remove them, but this is also something which you can always remove with the knife. Yeah, but this is really nice, little easy ruin. But yeah, this is cool stuff. I have a bunch of Viking, and this is actually funny that I mentioned the stuff earlier. Yeah, this is a Viking half-built shed, which is really awesome. I do want to rework them because they all don't have any flooring. And for playing, I find this very annoying if you put stuff inside. Either you need to glue some base paper, cardboard on the bottom, which I think is not that great. So I do want to edit them a little bit to add in stuff. But this is really cool, and this works also very well for any... Yeah, the kitchen counter is awesome. Yeah, I know. That is really cool. This is a nice one. It's also another nice one, Viking house. I know this is a little bit more different than usual, but again, I said if you would technically cut this off or just add the corrugated sheeting in it, I think this could work very well for Eastern Europe with a different paint job and maybe adding some signs and details. At least this was my intention why I got this. Also, I like Viking stuff, so I think this will be cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna go through the whole box, but another thing which I liked a lot are those trees. They have a little bit different filament because I'm just using the old stuff to test it. Those are like those African, I don't know what they're called, but like those big chunky trees which have those very small blooms. I have here different ones, which I thought was really great. And they also the filament printed, and they just look awesome. Yeah, this is just amazing. Yeah, obviously here you have some details on the bottom, but it's really cool. And trees, I find trees are one of the things which brings the table to life. But yeah, enough of the stuff. Yeah, you're here for painting. We're all back in the box. So I have more of those Middle Eastern. I have some already in the painting batch because those are great. Just prime them, dry brush, wash, another dry brush, and then you have really cool slum style terrain. Yes. But yeah, let's get some painting going for my wet palette dries before we even started. So, get a new sheet. Yeah, which was really bad. I forgot. Last time I painted in end of February to clean up the wet palette, and then the paper really disintegrates and it gets like oily and moldy. So it was a little bit extra cleaning effort here. Fresh new canvas. So, what pants? So how are we gonna paint this little guy? So the scenario we're gonna play in the other convention will be inspired by, I don't know if you know the movie Triple Frontier, which is some ex special forces guys raiding a cartel leader's house to steal his money. It's a very great movie. I really like this movie, watched it a few times. And it's one of those movies where even if you know the outcome, there are like certain situations where you always hope that it has a different outcome. Do not spoil anything if you haven't watched the movie. It's a great movie. And we had the idea to make a similar scenario on my Cairo table with some adjustments. We will remove some floors on some buildings so they get smaller, so it's a little bit more smaller table. Not as high. And one building will be this hideout. That's why I need the fences to make a perimeter around the house. And there will be some tokens with duffel bags. Which, do I have them here? Yeah, I have some duffel bags, but I will reprint them. It's a different one. Yeah, with some money inside. And we're gonna place them on some tokens. And then have a bunch of guys raided, and will be in what was it? Forgot it. What's left from it's Algeria, yeah, in Algeria, and it will be those Russian guys actually raiding the house from those. Not Algeria, sorry, Moroccan criminals. And yeah, that's why I need a bunch of criminal guys. And it will be an asymmetric scenario, so they will not be equal. We have like those more trained elites, which will be robbing, and then we have a bunch of irregular guys, which don't have any body armor and no gear. So, and they will be respawning like if the alarm or the game starts when they have initiated contact, just to speed up the game a little bit. And then every turn the player rolls a dice. If I'm correct, I don't remember actually, if there will be backup arriving with new guys, and I will be always like dropping 4 new guys for the other player to mow down. Then you need to grab the bags, leave the compound, and get to a vehicle, which we will probably use one of those BPM 97s as an escape vehicle. I wanted to use a helicopter as an escape vehicle, but even small helicopter with the rotor, it will be very big for the table and will be a little bit obtrusive for playing. Yeah. So that's why we need those guys. So Moroccan criminals, I have already the name and the symbols and everything from them picked out, but I guess we will do the classic Adidas pants, and maybe we can give him a full tracksuit even. Yeah, why not? Give him a full tracksuit, black balaclava, classic AK with Bakelite magazine. We can pick out a really cool tracksuit. Let's do this together actually, because just black and white stripes is good enough, but it's a little bit boring. So yeah, let's do something similar. What we did with this guy. Yeah, where we just painted on a different color scheme. Yeah. And not this color, so something different. Yes, preparing together. And I think this is also why I At least I think, I don't know. Tell me otherwise. Why I think the streams are cool, because I just show the full process, which is either boring or interesting. So yeah, what I like to do is the easiest way. Either go to your clothing store you prefer and just scroll through the items. Is the biggest way to get, the easiest way to get specific ideas. The other way you can get good ideas is, hey, Spike, I didn't saw you here. Welcome, welcome. 20mm for the win. Yeah. What happened to your hair? It grew out. Yeah. It grew out. Yeah. I thought I let it grow out before I get bald. Give it one last try. But yeah. Thank you, man. Sorry, Pudan, I missed you. Did you saw somewhere some modern European civilians STL you can license? I've been looking for some options, but I only found basically some MENA civilians suitable for, well, MENA and Western Europe. I think the MENA civilians I offer with different hats and also with different paint job could very well work for European civilians. Yeah, I don't know what you're specifically looking, but just send me a DM. How they should look like, and I can maybe cook something up or find something. Yeah, cold weather civilians would be cool. Yeah, with more jackets. This I have on my list as well. But yeah, feel free to shoot me a message. But yeah, what I like, because I'm an Adidas, I like the 3 stripes. Like I said, it's not specifically the brand what I like, but I just like the simplicity of the stripes. So what I like to do is just go on Adidas and then give in tracksuit, and maybe we'll find some interesting design. Mostly not. Here, for example, we have a little bit different colors. Blue cuffs, white shirt, red stripes. This is something interesting, but not as fantastic. Yeah, this is a basic one where we have a different color on the chest. Obviously, we not go through a thing. What is really good is using... here, for example, we have a design which is more soccer orientated. Color-wise, could also fit very good in with Morocco. Here is a little bit too strange. Good one, especially for the criminal stuff. Vintage is a very nice keyword. This is interesting, but this is a lot of work to paint. Yeah, it's more like stripes. Lol, jeans with stripes, that's actually funny. Some idea, but no, I will not put stripes on jeans. Okay, the store doesn't give anything nice, so what we can do is just do the Google, and then on Google we can show. Yeah, you see, that's more what I'm talking about. This is pretty cool. This is really cool. Yeah, the red, white, and blue is like classic color. This is very vintage. This looks very vintage. This looks very interesting. Brown and green, but it's a little bit more military. Whereas yellow is actually really cool. Very bright one. Oh, that would be really cool. Yellow and blue. But yeah, it's Swedish. This is cool with stripes. This is a nice complex blue suit. And the other guy is also heavy on blue. This is actually funny. And then we give him the white stripes on the side. Oh, this is Sylvester Stallone. Kind of looks like. Oh yeah, it is Sylvester Stallone. I didn't even saw it. What the hell? Yeah, but you can also, if you have like more civilian guys, you can also do checking hiking gear for some ideas how to paint different jackets. Also, what they usually do with those promotional pictures, this is a really nice one. With those promotional pictures, I think we found our color. I like this a lot. They put the clothes on, so that is very the color theory works very well. So it's very nice guide for painting your miniatures. Sorry, put on. Also, I think you don't have probably connected stream elements to your stream. I think because if I'm so long not in the stream, then it kind of bugs out. I think because I saw on my YouTube backend that someone subscribed, and in the stream it then shows me that someone subscribed. Yeah, this is something really weird. I think it's just because I'm not. I have to re-log into it or something. Yeah, kind of strange. Yeah, the whole streaming shenanigans. But yeah, I like this a lot. This is rather doable. This will be hard on this shoulder because he's holding the gun up, so we have the shoulder covered. But just the color scheme, I think, is very easy. And we have white and a dark. Oh, it's dark green or dark blue. Can we do this in big? Looks like a dark green. Oh, this one is cool. Questions after question. Not question after question. The difficulty in choice. And the cool thing is, since this is a lot of second-hand selling offers, so if you're in 3 months looking for the same term, then we will have a bunch of new pictures because this stuff got sold and then it kind of flies out from the drops out from the website. So this is actually really nice with the neon blue, but it's again very blue heavy. I think we stick to this guy here. I will kind of freestyle some things. Maybe don't make this diagonal, but a rather straight line, and then we just mirror this big white area, and then we have stripes and stripes. I think this is easy and gives him a little bit more darker look. Then we have the orange magazine, which is a nice contrast to it, and then we give him black balaclava to it. Yeah, and the main color here we're gonna look if we have a dark green or if we just go black with it. Yeah, but I think this could work very good. So let's go. Let's paint. Yes. So color-wise, definitely emeralds, I think, will be good for this greener one. The other green one, which was very good, is black green. Yeah, you can hard to see, but this is a more evergreen green, like the trees, which could work very well. And I think this, what is it? I've bought this a few times. Yeah, German uniform, I think, is also very evergreenish green. Which I bought, and I think a lot of people bought this one thinking it's good for World War II, but it has nothing to do with World War II uniform, as far as I know. Maybe for the early German, I think jackets or pants, they were a little bit more greener. But yeah, this could be good. This could be maybe good for the base color, and then we use emerald as a harder contrast. Yeah, so we have dark and bright. This could work actually really good. And then obviously we use our white. Not just any white. I will stick to my white gray. For black, I will stick to my smoke black. Yeah, for the balaclava and for the gun. The shoes we will probably do also just classic black with white stripes. Yeah, not much sense. Yeah, I think it's just basic classic. Skin parts, he doesn't seem to have any gloves. We could give him gloves, but I think skin also gives a nice contrast, also with the black gun and the darker suit, again, to make the gun pop a little bit. And yeah, I think we're good to go. Just again, I haven't done my cleanup work properly. But this one we can remove a little bit. A tiny little bit. Yeah, this is always mean with the varnish. You clearly see where you select and clean up. Yeah, I think that's good. That is good. So let's start with the skin color. I think it's the way we used to do it, right? So we're gonna use this left. What's the other one? Cadian. Cadian flesh tone. Sorting my brushes are good. I'm super excited. Painting. Finally painting. I haven't painted so long that my mug, which I have my water in for paint water, has been completely dry to the bottom. Which is super rare. I mean, it's a little bit warmer here, but not as much. So just some Cadian. To check the time as a rough estimate. Then we're just gonna paint up his hands. And again, we can be really rough here because we're gonna paint with dark color around it. Oh, actually, we good if you guys can see something, right? That's the whole idea here. Sure, it's better. Maybe it's better. Sager is not following. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it. So, one hand, the other hand. So if those guys are Moroccan criminals, where would they procure their weapons? Probably from the Middle Eastern market, which means probably ex-Soviet stuff. Yeah. Put on by that, I need to go enjoy the rest of the evening. Also sent tip, but for whatever reason it doesn't show up. I hope it just went through. Oh, thank you, man. I very much appreciate it. I will check it out. Probably, yeah, it's probably the problem with the stream elements. I need to log in again, but thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. And catch you later, yeah. Write me a message, or I write you a message about the civilians if you have. I thought you sent something, I think, on Instagram or Facebook, and I will check out about the civilian, yeah. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And you as well have a nice evening, my man. Thank you very much. Let's go. Yeah, it's late again, I know. Yapping 1.5 hours. Born to yap. So let's paint a little bit eyes and the mouth. Then later we can think about adding any extra details here. It's not that well set up. Yeah, that's probably better now. I moved the camera for something. I don't remember what I was doing. Last time when we talked about the gaming, yeah, I turned it off so we have a flatter view of the table. I remember now. So skin down. Let's go full. I would go again. We always try to go from the lighter color to the darker color because darker colors can easier cover the lighter colors. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I guess. So we're gonna start with the brighter emerald and do this chest region. Oh, that's really nice. It's really, really nice color. I like this a lot. So I'm gonna grab. Yeah, I think. Receive a message on Instagram. Actually, don't know if you guys heard this. Yeah. But I think you did. Yeah, it was me. Sorry. Yeah, it was not your computer. It was me. This is something I usually always mute because I personally also don't like. Yeah, system sounds actually are muted. Strange. Maybe because it was the Google notification thing. Strange, yeah. Sorry, it was me. So. It's crazy. Last time February, March, it's 2 months already. Jesus Christ. So I would now guesstimate and roughly paint his full chest. The number 2 brush, yeah, my newfound passion. Bigger brush means faster painting. Yeah, I think we can paint his full torso. Roughly, then we figure out how we're gonna do it. I mean, if I'm gonna add the white, I will definitely need to paint over the dark areas. So there's no way to escape it. The brim here. It looks already really cool. Here a little bit sloppy. I have some bubbles here which I definitely want to pop. Tiny little bit. Nice. Quick and easy, he said. Let's see how fast it works. So, next I think we're gonna try out the screen, German uniform. I should have to see if this one is, this one is used already. Oh, I've used this in ages. I used this for, I think, ammo boxes, the small metal ammo boxes is a very good color. Yeah. Shaky shake. You did hear it. Yeah. Shake, shake, shake. Oh, move the lamps. Break the lamp. Essentially. So, Not sure. Yeah, we're actually gonna also check the black green next to it. Then we maybe make old school. Yeah, we haven't done in a while. The thumb test. Black green maybe could be even better. I think. This black green is also one of the odd colors I bought because the World War II Gebirgsjäger models from Warlord games, they have those socks which are rolled up high, and somebody used the black green on it. It's the only reason why I bought this paint. I can imagine. So let's do the emeralds in the center here, a little square. This is the German uniform. This looks way different than I remember. We use here the black green, which I already can see this definitely better choice. Yeah, this is very grayish. I don't remember it being gray, so I think this one is better. We also have to wait till it's a little bit dry. Yeah, here the corner are getting already dry. Yeah, I think this is better choice for what we have intended. It's still not as dark as the picture is. So maybe we need to do a little mixy mix. I will try to throw in some German camo black brown, because it has more brown than black. It's a dark brown, so I think this will help to keep the green color a little bit more better in. Yeah, and I will actually show the wet palette how I'm gonna mix it. What is it here? Water drop. Yeah, so we have here the black green. This is now the black brown. I just added some water to it, so I can dilute it tiny little bit. So, and what I now do is, like, I try to introduce each color here, and then we mix it in the center. And then we, if we want to have it darker, we grab a little bit more of the dark stuff. Yeah, you see it's getting definitely darker. It looks a little bit more what we need. So, and the problem is here, if we mix colors up, it's hard to do, as you know, repetitive results. But for like an individual miniature who has like one tracksuit, this is more than okay. And the other way to get repeatable results is write down, like, I don't know, 1 drop of this, 2 drop of this, you know, a typical paint recipe stuff. But yeah, for this, hopefully only 1 will be good. So the test, actually quite similar to the top one. I don't know, not much change here from there. Yeah. So this actually got way darker. It got really darker now that it dried. Yeah, the black gray, black green. You can also use paper, obviously, if you don't want to use the hand. So I'm actually just gonna grab the black green now. So the mixing was for nothing. because I think this looks really good. It's definitely, you see, a little bit more darker, more grayish with the mixed up, but this is good. This is actually what I want. So I'm gonna paint all of the pants quick and clean. We have less cleanup work. And the seed looks very green, but it will turn darker when it's dry. Allegedly. And I do remember it being darker, more evergreeny. Here, another spot. Flippity flip, always good to check. And let's hope it gets darker when it's dry. So let's do the arms, and I think we can paint the cuffs maybe with this color here. So definitely the arm area, and then I think I will just do like a division here, straight one. Then we go in with the white into it. I'm not sure. This will be super nice. Yeah, but now I think the screen looks good. See, mostly covered. I forgot the cuffs I wanted to paint. The bright emerald. So for the chest, I would say the same. Maybe we can pull this a little bit further down.
Oftentimes I pull down all the shades like I used to, just lay down around, just alone.
It's really hard, and I'm feeling that I'm trying to rush it. Patience is a virtue. Or was it? It's not a virtue, but it sounded smart. I hope. Yeah, a little bit. I've actually turned the lamp. Now it's better. So we do 2 coats here. It seems I diluted it a little bit too much. Let's go quick over the pants. Nice coverage. Yeah, it's not as dark as I wanted, but remember we're gonna throw over the wash, so I think this will darken up quite a bit. I think this may be a good choice. Two thin coats. They're not that thin, but they are 2 at least. Here below this arm needs another coat. Yeah, this looks good. Wash the brush. Music crapped out again. Yeah, I need to get my own playlist again running. This Spotify stuff sometimes just is not so good. We worked quite long now, actually, before it crapped out. So, looking sharp already. Start mixing already the... I would go already with the black for the balaclava and the shoes and the gun. And then we can do the orange mag, and then we do the white stripes. And actually we do the white stripes during the highlight. Already forgot it, yeah. Black. And yeah, and what I was earlier talking about, like this overthinking, where they procured their guns, yeah, just because like in what color we're gonna paint them. So if they're Soviet guns, we can definitely do a little more reddish. Wood in the front, yeah, there's so much wood on this gun, which will look very nice. And also, if it would be somewhere else, like Bulgarians, they have like black furniture. Yeah, just I don't know. I like, for me to have it a little. What's it called? Not logical, but what are the words? Yeah, that makes sense. Believable. It's not believable, it's a different word, but it doesn't matter, yeah. Yeah, I cannot remember them. Big word. One of the worms in my brain. Could have given him a cool yellow balaclava. This would be a very, very nice color contrast. But for some criminals, yes, but for those more like this is definitely more like a cartel, organized criminals. So I think they will not have flashy. It could be a cool mark spot. What's called like an identification color, having yellow balaclavas for everyone. Yeah, we can give them maybe clown face balaclava. Red nose. I need to swap the brush. It's a bit now. That's what she said. Yeah. Don't forget the bottom of the magazine. It's my turn. So let's swap the brush. And where is my orange color for the magazine? It's red leather. Yeah, this is what I prefer using for the magazine, especially with the highlighting, with the Bakelite magazines. Other option is orange brown, but it's a little bit too orangey, I think. And the Bakelite looks more brown than orange, actually. It depends also how new and how old they are. If they have very nice glossy finish, then they're definitely more orangey. But then even this orange is not even, they need to be a little bit more shiny. I had one real Bakelite magazine. Do I still have it? I think maybe I have it. I converted it for airsoft. But yeah, it's definitely way out of reach for now. The unnecessary details, you know? It's too quick. So very nice. You can see already that it looks very more, or when it's on point, but it looks good with the red leather. Could have also used black red, I think it's called. Black red, which gives us a plum color, which are the more recent. I actually don't remember if they're Bakelite or if they're plastic. But I think they're Bakelite, the plum Bakelite. Max. Are they? I think yes. But this is cool. We could also paint it in black, the magazine. But I think the orange is a very cool. Orange is a very cool color contrast. If you look at the color spectrum, green is really, at least it's more bluish green, is really on the opposite spectrum of orange. Yeah? Side fact, yeah. So let's paint it up. For the wooden, more Soviet wooden red one, Cavalry Brown, I think, if it is this one, I'm not 100% sure, but I think Cavalry Brown is really good. It's very red. It's very those typical Soviet ones. The other good option is Mahogany Brown for more Eastern European one, and if you want to do the Chinese or Egypt and so on, wooden ones, then you can go with like not this one, is it? Field wrap for like this more lighter wood color. This is fully dried tip. Completely dried here. Super thick paste.
If they believe it, you can do it.
Just add in some water. This is one of the really old paints from 2018. I can imagine 10 years already. Jesus. It's the only problem with the long hair. Also long hairs lying around, which sucks. So, it's something I should do, maybe check all my paints and add a little water on them. In them. So, and the idea here, it will be very red now. The wood, but if we throw over agrax, it will turn a little bit more brown, and then when we highlight it, it will look nice. Jesus, it's not so good. Careful touching the miniature now. Yeah, maybe you can see already the redness. The madness of the redness. See the pistol grip here even a little bit? Yeah, this looks really nice. So now we can paint the rest of black, so we can cover all this schmudges we made here. And also paint the remaining. Scheiße. Nah. Then what we're gonna do in the before we wash, gonna do a little pseudo dry brush over the metal parts with this gunmetal to give it a little bit older look. Like I said, if they get this from the Middle East, and they're probably pretty used older guns, so they have usually this a little metallic sheen. Yeah, so I didn't paint the inside much. I will just do a tiny bit. Hard to reach, but it's also nothing you're gonna see. But I will know it, and this already makes me uncomfortable. So now the rest of the balaclava. Yeah, that's really hard for me to see today. Definitely need clean up crew. Yeah, too much in the eye. But it's easy to clean up, and only maybe need two layers to cover it probably. But I think it's good, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's actually a base. What kind of camo is my shirt? I think it's just fantasy camo. This is a shirt from Decathlon. So no idea. But it's kind of nice, yeah. Put it out here. It has some two grays and like this khaki and a black. It's a very typical gray night camo things. Yeah. So I don't think it's a real one. Yeah. My wife bought it from me. She knows I'm into the camo stuff. And since we are casual Friday, yeah, we don't have the green shirt on. Clean up. So first, a stupid balaclava mess. Not balaclava. Bakelite. Similar, but different. So number one. And then I think it's just skin parts. Skin. Bit. And here. Maybe zoom a little bit more in for you guys. Yeah, good wife. Yeah, thank you. I know. Super happy. Yeah. Couldn't complain. Could complain, of course, but shouldn't. So the mouth seems good. So I think, oh sorry, I think I will not paint the eyes. They're very small. It will be super smart. I look like I have blood in my hands. Yeah? This Soviet, what was it? Leather red, cavalry brown. Knuckles seems not to be covered. Also, like, this is a really tiny, small, funny detail, but you can see that he has actually the finger in the and on the trigger, and all the cool tactical guys, they have like a straight finger, which is really nice. For example, yeah, here this one as well, finger in the trigger. And we'll do it. And where's this one, for example? From Black Hills Games, finger, focus, finger long, not in the trigger. Tiny, cool details. So, I think this looks good. Yeah, we can maybe paint here the thumbs inside a little bit. Yeah, and then I would now wash him, and then we paint over all the details, the other stuff. I mean, I could, yeah, maybe we should just do it. I think this makes a big difference. Use the emerald to paint the cuffs. And I actually thought that the hood, maybe in emerald, would look even better. Yeah, I think it will make a difference. And also only to make it a little bit more, a little bit more contrasty from the rest, because it's like the same color lying on over each other. Higher chance to mess up, which we need to clean up again. I like to make my life difficult. In this regard. Yeah, but I think it makes a big difference. Can maybe add some white stripes then on the, give it more variation, color variation, more depth. But we need to clean it again. But just a little bit. Where was it? Here. So technically, if we do the handcuffs, or yeah, like the cuffs from a jacket, we technically need to do the cuffs from the pants as well. At least just indicating them. Yeah, I'm not sure if they have any cuffs really, but just we just imagine them. Probably wouldn't see them because they are more tighter and then the pants roll over them, but it's egal, how we say in German. Yeah, I think this is good. Now a little tiny green spot on his balaclava, and then we can wash. So this will be a bit difficult maybe. Yeah. Good. Shoes. And this is really, if you're painting, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned this already, but if you're painting, obviously, just do a little bit broader and then take your time in a final one cleanup thing. Don't paint one color, clean it up, paint the next color, clean it up. Just paint all roughly how you want to have it, and then you do the cleanup session at once. Yeah, so here we have the base guy. Kind of looks like Cold Gear, like warehouse worker. Kind of gives me the vibes. I don't know, like a fleece jacket with some rain protection thing. It's actually funny color mix. And yeah, let's do the wash. And super, it's just literally black, white we're gonna use in a bit. And then the skin color, and then for the gun we only have 3 colors. I have the red, Cavalier brown, sorry. So, egg rags, Reichland. Egg rags for literally just the gun stuff. And then we could try, actually, I never used this one, I think. Green tone, it's not a military green, but a regular green. So, could maybe make it a little bit more green than dark, but we just, I don't know, just try it out. Let's give it a shot. The bottle cap. And actually start with the skin as usual. So that's my goodness. So hands. Just the hands. Then really fill in those eye sockets in the mouth sockets. And then later I'm gonna decide if we're gonna do the eyes or not. It's really tough. So next one is the black reaction also. Oh, I forgot actually the gun driver. You see? So I like the gunmetal, but just can use any gunmetal. I forgot what's the lead belcher. So I think the one which most people probably have from Games Workshop. But I also have gunmetal gray, which is pretty much the same. Silver would also work, it's a little bit too bright. But yeah, gunmetal, the from Army Painter, the one I think has the right darkness to it to look like raw sheet metal. So what I like is really to empty the brush as much. Then we just use the side of the brush. Then we just go briefly over the surfaces and then we give it a rough brush. This was a little bit too much. Taking off too much paint. Then if we throw over the black wash, what's it called? Nullen oil, yeah. See, 2 months already forgetting the names. Throw over the Nullen oil, it looks really like metal. Like a well-worn gun. Yeah, this looks now extremely aggressive, but yeah, with the Nullen oil stuff. Will be good. So green first. Curious now. Yeah, actually it looks like a dark green. Maybe we used it already for something. But I do not remember what was it. Maybe the orc, I think, for the skin. Yes, I think for this one we used it. Yeah, it's not as olive green. It's definitely more green than olive green. But for this guy, I think it will look very good. We will see. And we just go over everything. And I'm actually not sure if this is intended or not. I thought about this a few times. The wash is really shiny, but it's a property of them using this. I actually don't know what it is, but it's the same like if you have a dishwasher, what you put in your dishwasher, so the glass items gets a little bit hydrophobic, and then you don't have those glass stains, water stains on your clear glass stuff. That's literally the same. Klarspüler. You can make your own washes by using this. But if they also intended it, because it's so glossy, so you have a very good indicator where you already applied it on the miniature and where not, which is helpful, especially for those darker. You see here it's very matte and the rest is super glossy. And it stays glossy if you haven't used it yet. Glossy and mossy. You can break up those bigger pools if we want. So it's too dark. Here I applied quite a lot. Only here. Also, fun fact, if you're this is important for you or not, but green is also the color of Islam. So if you wanna do some color coding, that's why Hamas, for example, has like the green headbands, or like Saudi Arabia flag is green and so on. Yeah. So yeah, just to give an idea. Or if you want to avoid it for political reason, avoid using green. That's what, for example, Call of Duty did with was Modern Warfare 2, the reboot, the new version in 2021. They gave all their Islamic, I don't know if it was like, was it Iran or whatever they used? They all had like yellow as their main color, yeah, which I thought was a visual very good idea. And to avoid real political stuff, which I always am a fan. I don't like to use real political situations for my games. Maybe adjacent, yeah. The classic Russian versus US things are always interesting. So I'm using agrax on the wood, which was not the best idea. We could have used red wash to make it a little bit more red. But since this is potentially an older weapon, giving it a more darker dull, and then we do highlights with the same color again, could help it, I think. Yeah. So now only black, and then we wait, and then we go back. Last of the Nullen oil. Actually not so much. Not enough left for quite a few meetings. So goes the shoes, sneakers. If you're gonna do more American style criminals, if you prefer, you could give them Nike shoes. This is with Nike being, as far as I'm aware, an American company. You definitely have more Nike, the Air Force One and so on. Those shoes, they're called Air Force One in USA. So if this should be an American criminal, instead of using Adidas stripes and things, you give them Nike stuff. The Balaclava actually. Plausible, this was the word I was looking earlier for, with the gun where the procurement and so on. Yeah, that's what I like it. Oh, and a gun actually, we also need to add the wash. Getting slacky here a little bit. So now look at the gun. Shiny. Looks nearly like one of those silver guns. Now if we throw over the Nullen oil. And if it's dry, that's the only thing we need obviously to wait. then it will look way more like an old gun, which is not well maintained. Maybe cleaned, but not oiled up and all the stuff from the outside, with it being metal. So. Wash is clear. This we don't need anymore. Place here for the dry action. So, we need the white for the stripe. We could technically use yellow for stripes, yeah, but I still haven't bought the good yellows, which are very good in coverage, like the MIG yellow, which I forgot, Atomic I think was called the range, which Kompochik I think said this, I remember, maybe wrong. Or the Warpaint of Fanatics yellow, which allegedly is also very good. Yeah, so that's something I've actually put in my remind. So, but the colors we used now is just to showcase. Yeah, I forgot who. I think Pietro was it who asked to show the colors always. So, Cadian for the flash. We're gonna highlight with Kislev Classic. And then we have the base green. I use this black green now with the emerald details. The black is smoke black or your necromancer. We're gonna use white, or any white, or off-white, whatever, for the stripes and for the details. We forgot. Yeah, for the Bakelite magazine, red leather, and for the Soviet red, we use Cavalry brown. What else? That's all, yeah. So, literally a few colors on it, which is good. Which is always good. I put this wrong here. This is here, and this is here. Yeah. Nice. So I can actually prepare already the skin highlights on our wet palette. So the time is 1 hour we took now, yeah? It's actually okay with the amount of yapping. So with 30 minutes more highlighting maximum, I think this is good, decent model to paint. It is cool, it's definitely a good palette cleanser if you're painting a lot of camouflage, military guys. Yeah, you have always green, brown, green. Okay, now we also have green. But it's cool for a change. Especially not having any detailed gear, pouches, makes it way more comfortable, easier to paint. So we put this back. Don't actually need this for highlighting. Need our gray green for the black highlight, what I use always. Well, it also reminds me in doing finishing my blog, yeah, which I started so many posts and they're just missing pictures. Yeah. I also want to do a post or a little. I technically could do a short video. What I think are the best, I don't know, 12 paints you could get when you want to start painting Ultramoderns, which I think are good ones from the Vallejo Warpainter range. Because there are definitely a lot of paints which I always repeatedly use, as you already know. So this one. So and then we're gonna use again, if you remember, I use always pale sand in a 1:4 ratio for making my highlight color. sounds super liquid. So we're gonna highlight everything first, then we're gonna paint the white detailed stripes on. Well, this one we already have. The reds, this one, alright. So we're gonna use the 1.2, which I haven't used in a while. Where's the number? Yeah, worn out already, pretty much. Yeah, but he looks good, all oiled up for his little mission. So let's start with the skin, the knuckles. Again, as an eternal reminder, turn the miniature to your brush and not your brush to the miniature. See, I always have my hand like this and I turn, that I can always do the same motion. I think I've mentioned this in a while. For maximum control. Actually, there's some wash went into his mouth, so I'm really gonna try to highlight his lips a little bit. There's also some wash in his eye. So let's. Yeah, looks okay, I would say. Definitely inside the hole. The cutout, I mean. Yeah, we can maybe try with the eye a little bit later. Yeah, not sure. But only the thumb is missing here. Yeah, and that's it. Skin-wise, I would do the Bakelite. So for Bakelite you can do things. The easy one, which I'm gonna do here, just paint the, since we have one big surface and one small surface where there's the indentation of the magazine. So this is the easiest one. This one, then this one. And rough here and rough front. And the bottom, if we remember, we didn't paint at all actually, yeah. Just yeah, that's okay. And the other way would be if you want to do like little squiggly lines, like wood grain. Could also look good, but it's definitely more work, and I don't know. It's worth your while. Mine it is not for this scale. for the wood. We're definitely gonna try some squiggly lines. So again, I use pale sand to brighten it a little bit up. But here we're just gonna try to do a stripe here and a stripe here. Top. Some stripes. Yeah, not that great. Give it a sense of wood grain. Yeah, handguard is too small really, actually, to give it a proper. But you can see there's some hints. Tiny hints. So next I will do is a black, because that's not so much. Water drop. Again using the gray green or green gray. Gray green. Start with the boot, with the shoes, which are very nice. You can see there's some stuff sculpted, so we can just go along those lines. But again, the shoes is something I haven't highlighted for a long time, because it's mostly they're dark or black. So, and then they are in between the base, which is always busy. But nowadays I do give them a little highlight. Thinking it makes a difference, which maybe does, but not much, I guess. Yeah, just super minimalistic. So, no, balaclava. We do have some details, yeah? We can see the ear, and we can see there's already some folds. We have the nose, we have the cheekbones. Here we also have the ears. We just follow along the lines. Definitely do here a little eyebrow area. And then what I usually like to do on top is like just also to do 3 stripes, because the fabric kind of moves around. Yeah. Not perfect, but different. Or you just don't highlight the head and keep it black. Even easier. So now into our 2 greens of choice. Starting with the darker one. Just mixing it with my pale sand. That's maybe too bright. Probably still bright. Maybe it will darken down when it dries, like it did previously. And this is literally just going along the existing high spots. Oh, damn it. This is just some little stretch marks because the fabric is pulled along his shins. A bit here. I'm not sure if we paint this ass crack. Maybe a little bit. Tight ass. It's doing sports after all. Coke and sports. Well, I don't know what's Morocco's probably more marijuana, drug dealing stuff. A little bit chest area, and then we can go with the brighter green. We can do the white, which I'm super curious about how this is gonna turn out. But I think, I know, when we put over the varnish, we'll dull it down and it will look really good. So, bright emerald green. Start with the cuffs. Ah, I missed something. Could have done a little, those little stripe to make the fabric, you know, because usually it's like stretch fabric around the cuffs. Missed opportunity. Maybe next time. So here, very nice edge highlight. Make it pop. Yeah, this is such an awesome color. So this is the thing, if you have like two colors, you need to continue the strokes of highlight to make it look believable. Sorta. So a little edge highlight, holding the breath. It looks very messy, it's very loud, but this kind of makes it believable. Same if you look at this guy, like with Pin, he's also extremely messy with the highlights. But if you, I don't know, maybe for me different because I painted him, but if you look through it, then it looks believable. If you don't try to analyze it, but just look him as a figure, it looks believable. It's kind of similar vibes. So I think we got everything. Technically the gun we could highlight, but I will, in this case I will not use any of this gray because we have this, now you can see it very well. This more used, older paint rub-off type gun, which I think looks very good. Yeah. So now it's time for the stripey action. Since I can take my time, I can make them nice. Or try to make them nice. Let's be realistic here. Let's start with the shoes, easiest. Especially since those are already sculpted in, this is super easy. Make sure I don't have too much paint on the tip. 3 stripes. And 3 there. Inside's always a little bit harder. Scheiße. It's okay. I slipped with my anchor point here. I'm not gonna clean it up. We're gonna Gonna fill the dirt, paint it up, and then it's dirty. Yeah. Maybe I clean it up in a bit. So, so we can definitely do the stripes here on the legs. Again, we have already an indication of like a center line, so we do the center stripe if we want to do 3, and just slowly pull the brush towards us. And don't go into the cuff. Reload the brush. We do one left and one right from the stripe we did. Try to do it same slow speed. And the same pressure, yeah, this is the, let's say, difficult part. Make the stripe the same thickness. Oh, wow, really clean. So I need to make it up for doing it so fast, dirty on the other guys. So one thing we need to do always is here at the top, go from this direction to make the ends a bit more square with paint on the brush. Same on this side. Center line. Recharge. Recharge again. And I'm using a 1.2 brush here again, in case you are wondering. And you can technically do this probably with a size 3 brush as well, if it has just needs a very good tip.
Yes, I get you. The more you know who you are, and what,
Just take your time.
the less you let things
Nice. So definitely want to square up the bottoms here. Which I do by just turning the brush 90 degrees, then I can make a little bit more square endings. Usually there's either trefoil or the modern one have those 3 diagonal stripes. With some text below. Not perfect, but good enough. Added some detail there. So now we have to make the choice. Looking at this jacket, I'm actually not too comfortable and really doing something big here, but we will definitely do these stripes here. Then turn it around so we can cleanly end. So this looks good enough for now. So we're gonna do the arms obviously, where we also have to kind of imagine the midline first, center line. What's that? And you know, since the fabric is squiggly, it's also super okay to have squiggly lines. It just makes the fabric look a little bit more loose. So I will do the same on the other side, and then we will figure out what we do with the chest area. So here we can probably cheat a little bit. Do only 2.5 stripes. Plus the inner stripe is a little bit in the rifle butt, so yeah, really cool actually, really nice. Green, white. So chest-wise, we could do either we could just leave it as it is, which would be viable, or we could do like we had in our picture where the stripes go into some big stripes. But actually, I'm not liking it anymore. Looking at it how it is right now, we could just leave it how it is. Honest. Stripes along his chest. Yeah, I think it's not worth adding anything. Chance that we mess it up and it looks too wide, too imbalanced is quite high. What we could have done is make it a triangle here, or like a triangle down, to have different shapes. But it's fine, yeah. I have another guy here who has, I think he has a jeans on. Let's see. Oh. No, here. Yeah, he has like cargo pants on, but he has like it's a sweatshirt. Yeah, but we can maybe do some other design there on the sweatshirt. Yeah, but I think this looks good. This looks clean. Not too much. So let's try the eyes. Vario, my man, salut. Bonne nuit. How are you doing, my friend? You're doing good. Do you have your new boss already? I don't remember. Or are you still Mr. in charge? Operations. Just a tiny black on the eyes. Probably the wrong brush to use, but being cocky here a little bit. So just want to fill in really tiny bit inside the eye. Yeah, perfect. Exactly what I wanted. Ooh. Actually good, yeah? Getting risky. Risky. So for the eye, actually, this is really the only time I use this double O is to make the white of the eyes. Of the eye of the tiger. So what I do is left and right, 2 dots, if you maybe remember. Sucks because white dries so fast and I need so super little on the brush. Shit, looks pretty legit. Clean the brush. And I'm sure there's a lot of people who can do this with the number 3 size brush. Yeah, we have some sort of eyes going there, yeah, they're very tiny. But yeah, legit, it's okay, good. First time luck. First time luck. So that's the only one I also have still covered because well, yeah, about the tip. It's literally the only thing I use this brush. Yeah, looks pretty cool. I think we are done with him. Now we just throw over the varnish. And I know I said earlier you should probably use different varnishes. I mean, I have this AK matte, which is not as matte, but it's definitely more thicker color, more paint. Let's maybe throw this one on, let it dry, and then I throw over the ultra matte. Just because I will use this one and the other ones as well for the convention games, yeah. No, they are going to close my service. What? That's not cool. Will you have a chance to get in a different department? Or... Ah, that sucks, man. Niet, not niet. No très bien, how to say. Not good. Yeah. So, yeah, this varnish here, I hope will do the trick. And base-wise, actually I have no idea, but this is again I will do later. I will probably keep it in line with this guy, just do some concrete stuff. Which is always super easy. Cheesy, easy. So varnish brush is here. Yeah, I can see it's definitely way more. It's like PVA. And I think this will take more time to dry, so let's have a quick look before we potentially mess him up. Definitely have to pop those bubbles by my certified blowing technique. I think the lighter would probably also work, just thinking about it, yeah? Like you do with resin pouring. Was extra on the head. Thank you, Hayo. Yeah, I think turned out great. It's, like I said, it's not as detailed as the reference picture, but it's kind of nice green and white. It's a nice contrast. Could be an Irish dude, yeah, I don't know. Irish St. Patrick's Day. So, actually bubbles all have gone. Interesting. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, so I don't know. I have no idea how long this takes. I've used this in a while. I bought this by mistake. Actually, wanted to buy the Ultra Matte, and I bought the. Oh, it's also AK actually. Yeah, matte varnish. For all kind of skin models, used with brush. Shake very well before use. Yeah, let's hope. I did this. I definitely added some metal boards for this. I cannot see them, but you can hear them for better mixing up. Yeah, but this AK, yeah, it's also used like what I said earlier, for finishes. So you throw this one on or your normal varnish, and then you finish to give it the matte appearance. Appearance. So let's let him dry a little bit. Yeah, where are you? So I'm going to change. Really sorry to hear that, man. It sucks. Change is always very uncomfortable, but I try always to think that change is also a good change for going out of habit and being forced to embrace something new. Like I said, obviously it's not the same maybe as your case, but when I lost my job literally a year ago, yeah, it's literally today a year ago, I think. Yeah, I think on 1st May. Yeah, kind of funny actually talking about this. Like I had nothing planned out, nothing, but I managed to use the forced change to work more on the store, which I had already, and also do the streams, and I'm quite happy with how it turned out. And now I'm gonna have again change with the new job, and yeah, so much strength, my brother. Frater. We work out for you, I hope. Yeah. But yeah, it sucks. Definitely sucks. Not so nice. So let's, while he's drying, let's have a look at the reference. Actually, I have here the stuff. The reference I took. So I think color-wise same. Again, the green is definitely darker here on the picture, but it could also be the picture, and we have a white background, which is always a high contrast situation here. But I think color-wise very on point. My shoe got flipped. Oh, but yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Mini. Next one we're gonna do like this. I like this a lot. I'm definitely gonna save this one up. Yeah, you see this here, a little bit bigger stripes. This is actually also nice to make. We could actually make the sweater of this other guy. Probably not, because there's also the gun high, so the chest area is covered. But this is a cool scheme with this more. I actually have. I have this poisonous cloud, which is this very greenish, yellow chartreux, I think is what's called, this green. It's like here. One of my favorite colors. Yeah. So, let me... Actually, let me have a quicker toilet break, and then I will be back, and maybe it's already looking a less white, yeah, so it's drying a little bit. So give me 2 minutes, and I'll be back. Yeah, I think it's cool. Definitely, it was a lot of fun. I'm actually super surprised. We are very good in time, even considering I talked 1.5 hours and did a little show and tell. So yeah, we literally what I said before. Yeah, 1.5 hours for this guy with all the yapping and schmapping. pretty good effort here. Yeah, still obviously we need to do the base, but this is rather easy to do, I guess. Let me actually keep talking about this. The stream elements stuff here. Yeah, like I guess he wants me to connect with Twitch again because I haven't been active for over a month. This kind of sucks. This is all this. It's free to use, so I'm not even gonna complain. Yeah, the bot also I'm locked out. Yeah, so I will take care of this later. Speaking about this, already the ban. What's it called? Spam. There's the button. There's no button here. Possible ban evader. Strange. Here. Oh boy. Kinda lagged out here for a moment. I don't can close the window. Nice. I cannot see the chat. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, very good. Speaking next stream is probably the most important. First of all, yeah, the important things. Yeah, if you're watching this in the VODs, if you're watching on YouTube, follow, like, subscribe, press all the buttons if you like. I really appreciate some comments. Yeah, if you have any ideas, any requests, yeah, especially on YouTube. After the live stream, always curious to see. Yeah, I see the thumbs up. I have a few with thumbs down. Yeah, which obviously felt felt bad. Yeah, I don't know. Definitely consider this. Yeah, why potentially what people didn't like. So if you don't like something, comments is even better way to give feedback. And yeah, and we are running the sale on the store. Just as a reminder, the late spring skirmish sale. If you need some stuff, now is the time to do the buying crime. Yeah, lots of new stuff. Yes, I actually forgot to mention this. Yeah, for every order over 55 euros, we'll throw in the free Dynamic Infantry Combat Tactical Starter Kit, which is one printed quick play QRS, quick reference sheet, rules thing, 3 grenades, tokens, which is helpful for the game, and the XS template here, which I can actually show in a moment. This is the new freebie. I will still throw in freebies as usual, but yeah. So this is actually the second month, by the way. Side note, where I am not having any financial support. So which was quite not even interesting, but exciting is also probably the wrong word, because like if I cannot pay my bills, then it's a big problem. But like scrounging all the possibilities up to make money, to pay the bills, was very exciting, interesting for sure. Yeah, I sold quite a few stuff on eBay, which I'm not using anymore, private stuff, to get the money, and also obviously through the shop and other side gigs. But yeah, it's already May. Crazy. crazy. Yeah. Is he dry? He looks dry. Let's check him out, actually. Actually, I have a little sip here. I haven't drinking here. I bought yesterday a Coke. I haven't bought Coca-Cola in probably since the last stream. Yeah, so over 2 months. So I bought now on Crazy Sham, my man. How you doing? My brain switched over to Italian. It doesn't want to go. Buonanotte. Probably wrong. Too many languages. But yeah, welcome late to the show. But yeah, not late enough. Just right on time to check out our fruits of labor. Good lemonade. But this time with lemon, not with lime. So, painting. Look at this. So yeah, I think he looks very dry. Looks good, actually. Yeah, so here we have it. And you can see he's not matte. He has this little soft shine. So even with this calling matte varnish, it's not as matte as it should. Comparing it, for example, for this guy, yeah, you can see how the difference is. It's the same black and the same highlights. A huge difference. He feels a little sticky. He's a little bit wet. Yeah, so I'm not gonna throw Ultramodern now on. So I'm gonna throw it maybe later or tomorrow. But yeah, there you have it. This is the guy. I really annoyed that I cannot close this window. Ah, no, it could close it. I think he turned out great. It's definitely a special fancy character. Again, not sponsored by Adidas, sadly. Would be really cool. But I guess they don't want to be involved in any shooty gun criminal stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna do the base, like I said, same as this guy. Yeah, this will probably be one of the leader characters for this scenario. I'm not sure yet. Adidas. I like this one a lot. He's really, really cool. Oh, same gun actually. I didn't even notice. Yeah, you can see I used this one has the orange brown. And here we have the red leather magazine. You can see the difference in the color. So also the furniture is different. Here we used also flat earth, while this guy has more Soviet colors. Which is also a nicer contrast, since he has a lot of red. This dull color fits better, and he's a little bit more juicier in this regard. Yeah, but we have still lots and lots more to paint. Yeah, we have lots of criminals. Which we will start. I will definitely. I don't know if it makes sense. If it's interesting enough to paint this one next stream. Yes, I won't actually talk about the next stream. Yeah, I'm gonna check quick in a moment the calendar. But yeah, this one I wanna paint up for sure. Throw them also here top. And then we have here a bunch of criminals which are really, really cool. Yeah, we have this guy, which is from the same set. Yeah, he's, I think, the covert overt guy, which we have here. And then in a more relaxed pose, which I cannot see. Maybe he's probably somewhere else. He's not here. But it's also cool as a pistol. Yeah, it's definitely different for the game. I have those which are really cool from Combat Octopus, which I'm also lacking put on the store. They are cool criminals. This one with a shotgun. You've got another one with the shotgun. He had a knife. It's a butterfly knife. The tip sadly broke, but since the butterfly knife can still salvage it, then it's a closed knife. Yeah, but those are really cool for some criminals. This one is cool for revolver and also a knife. Here's one with, sadly he broke, yeah. Don't know what happened here. But I will still paint him up, it doesn't matter. For me, it's good enough. Here's an UMP9. The more cooler. Other dude with decked out pistol. This one will probably be also good enough, since he doesn't have any chest rig, but like a backpack. Yeah, those are really nice. Those criminals are really cool. I like those. Yeah. The stream's still running. Yeah, just finished. I'm literally in the last few moments. Oh, this one is actually cool. I don't remember this one. Another AKS-74U. This was one of the conversions I did, where I cut out the jacket so it fits. Nice. I see here, this one didn't even paint it. Other guy. Yeah, those cartel guys are actually really cool. I also haven't based them. They could be like one of the quick QRF, quick reaction forces, which come in later for the scenario where the player playing the criminals roll a dice. Oh, this one is really cool. Yeah, I will show the figure in a moment. This one I like a lot. There's like 2 scorpion for akimbo action. So I'm not sure in terms for playing, it probably will make no difference. But just a cool figure. Yeah, so all those I have to paint before September, which sounds now like a long time. But yeah. Last time for the Hamburg Taktika, it was also August last year, and I said, it's in March, I have enough time, yeah. And then I painted all those miniatures here 3 days before the event up. Yeah. But yeah, Don G, my man. So this is the guy we painted up today. He's a little bit shiny because we used different varnish today. We used the AK matte varnish because this is a proper varnish, protection-wise. And then maybe later or tomorrow I'm gonna throw over the Ultramodern, which also it's written here. It's a finish. It's not a varnish, but a finish to give it the dual coat. But yeah, I think this one is really cool for classic criminal. Something different for sure. And he goes very well, what I just showed in a moment with this guy. Yeah. Yes, thank you very much, sir. So, pull this one out here. Let's head back. Next stream, we check the calendar. So first of all, like I said earlier, we need. I need to check how next Friday, tomorrow, Saturday, how next week I will know when I can work, what days. If it's the same days or if it's 1 week this and the other week this. Also my working times, we have not probably set in. I just know it's late shift, so something from 1, 2 in the evening, or like not evening, afternoon, and then until 10, 11 late, or midnight, I actually don't know. Because I said I'm flexible for this. Yeah? I'm super flexible as long as it's late shift. So this is depending when we do the next stream, but potentially, maybe we can do it 14th in 2 weeks, 14th May, maybe. Like I said, depending what the schedule is and how good I progress with the finishing my current projects and processing the orders, which I definitely want to get on up to date before I start with the job. But yeah, I probably will stick to Thursday if it's possible. If not, I will definitely make an announcement, yeah, so not sure. You should work for the Adidas marketing. Yeah, I know. It would be cool. Yeah, I definitely would like to paint some figures. It's a lot of fun. I like this a lot. But I think as long as the guys have balaclavas and shotguns on, it's probably not. Not shotguns, weapons on in hand. It's probably not so cool for them. Yeah. Father's Day on 14th May. Is it? 2026 Vatertag. 14th May, yeah. Thanks for the info. Okay. So does it mean it's a good date or it's a bad date? Yeah. I think Father's Day usually we used to go out for Himmelfahrt, correct? For drinking and barbecuing. That's probably a bad day to do a stream on this day. Yeah. We will see. We will see. Maybe do Wednesday, 13th, before Father's Day. Better Friday, yeah. I have to check. Friday I have actually birthday, yeah, 15th May. So yeah, good question. Someone will be drunk for sure. Yeah. Yeah, we check it out definitely. It would be cool if I manage one stream before going into the work stuff. Yeah, exactly, don't you? Even if they aren't father, I've not been a father, but I've been drunk a lot of times. Used to have this Bollerwagen. I don't actually know what's called. Like a small wooden cart which you can pull with your hand. And we had always like 1 or 2 cases of beer and other harder alcohol. And I remember a friend of mine. I have not been on this walk, but he made. And this is also common. People do. They put in a full stereo system inside this cart, so you can hear loud music and drink and then barbecue. It's pretty cool. I really enjoyed those hikes. Yeah, it's just like a hike, which is actually interesting. I have no idea why we do this or this is so common here. Actually, need to investigate. Yeah, curious cat needs to know. But yeah, next stream, like I said, 2 weeks or later. If I know all the details which are relevant for me. But yes, guys, perfect timing. I didn't manage to eat dinner before, so I will have dinner now. But it's technically too late. Tomorrow I need to get up a little bit earlier. Yeah. Yes. Cool. I hope you guys liked it. Thank you very much again for joining, even after this long period of breaks I usually do. I really appreciate that you guys come back. It means something I'm doing right. Or I'm doing it so wrong that you want to see me fail. No, obviously not, but I really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you very much. And yeah, thank you, Hi. It was also great to see you again. Yeah, it's a pity the last few ones. You were always away. But yeah, thank you very much. Don G, Hi, Warrior, Crazy Sham, everyone in the future. Take care. We stay tuned. I will be definitely more active, at least on the YouTube and chatting and all the social media stuff to keep you updated. And yeah, peace. Where's the ending button? All right, guys, take care. Have a beautiful weekend. Much success. Take care. Stay healthy. Stay in a good mood. Peace out. Song is ending. Perfect. Yeah. Take care. Bye-bye.